Hello, I'm Charlotte Ritchie and I'm an actor. Uh, and that's me. And that's all I am. Growing up, I did a couple of different courses with two different companies. I did the National Youth Music Theatre when I was about 11, and then I did the Youth Music Theatre UK, which kind of branched off from there when I was about 14, 15. I just opened my eyes to the possibilities of working with people that I'd never met from all over the country, and just kind of completely reframing my view on so many things, and having to be brave in a way that I don't think I had to be before, when I was in the kind of comfort of my friends and family and just kind of doing what I knew and kind of what I knew worked. And so yeah, it was a real kind of wake up to be in situations where you feel uncomfortable, but then use that and create something new. So I was very lucky to get to do that, and that was really inspiring. Yeah. So the couple of roles that I think people have known me from is Oregon in Fresh Meat and Barbara from Called the Midwife, both of which are on screen roles. So preparing for those was more specific in the sense of, like, I think, without it sounding too pretentious, both of them had a particular energy that I think came out. So Oregon was kind of very, very like highly strung and very kind of reading the room at all times and constantly anxious about what people were thinking, whereas Barbara had a much more centered, calm kind of energy and much more kind and warm and secure. So that is a helpful thing that I find, is to find what the basic energy of that person is and where they kind of sit on that level, and whether it's high or low, and also their status when they're in a room with other people, kind of how much that matters to them. That I find really helpful. In terms of sort of stage stuff, it's a completely different ball game. Firstly, you get the script way further in advance and you work on it much more meticulously. With screen, you kind of get the episodes very early and then work through them super fast. No rehearsal. You kind of have to just feel it out as you go and hope for the best. So with stage, you get a lot more preparation, which is satisfying, but can also make you overthink things quite a lot. So it's interesting contrast. So during lockdown, I actually found it really, really hard to engage with creative processes and projects. I found that I really like shied away from lots and lots of that kind of thing. I can't work out really why. I think it might be because I feel like a lot of the stuff I enjoy is kind of is having that kind of physical contact and that link with people. But I think also, if you're feeling kind of worried and anxious, which I was for quite a lot of it, it's quite hard to be in a space where you can feel optimistic and creative and things. But as the months have carried on and I've kind of settled a bit more, and I think it's been easier to kind of make links with people, and realizing that things like Zoom can be so productive and so nice as a kind of placeholder for real contact. Doing the odd kind of play reading and watching what different lockdown projects people have created, and like the endless streams of creative stuff that people are coming up with despite the circumstances, is so inspiring. So I haven't been very creative, but I found other people to be really inspiring during this time. So I'm very grateful to them. Having seen the stuff that people are creating online, and knowing that things like NT connections are still making it work, and knowing that like these kind of times breed a lot of important new phases and new ideas, I feel like, although it short term looks quite bleak, I think long term I feel really optimistic. If I could say one thing to people participating in NT connections, I would say make the most of the opportunity to try new things and make mistakes whilst doing that, with people that you know are doing it because they love it too, and take advantage of that collaborative element and the chance to just try new things.